General Manager, do you have, we have no action that we need to take other than the reading today, but do you have some comments that you want to add?
Just a few brief things. One, just what you just said, that is there's no action today. This is merely the first reading, which Council will need to accomplish. Secondly, as you know, this has been an issue that's had a lot of discussion. You as a board have had that discussion as well. The difference that is here is that when we have done the analysis, and you've seen those maps, when we look at who has been utilizing Fareless, where have they been utilizing it, where are they going and coming from, the answer has been most clearly that it's along the current MAPS alignment, that is Yamhill and Morrison in the downtown area, along First up to the Steel Bridge and out to Lloyd Center. They've also used it on the Transit Mall itself, on 5th and 6th Avenues, or during construction on 3rd and 4th. The opening of the Green Line come September 12th does provide that the vast majority of individuals who are using have been using Fareless Square are served by what will then be both the east-west direction that currently is in place, as well as the new Green Line coming all the way from Union Station in the north to Portland State in the south. Secondly, as you know, we have held both open houses and public hearings. There have also been comments that have been received either through our telephone lines or by email. Let me just give you the total of that. The actual date that comments need to be received was by 5 p.m. last Friday, the 17th. Of that, 53% of those commenting supported the rail-only proposal. That is what's before you. The additional 11.3% supported eliminating it completely, not just restricting it just to rail, but completely eliminating it, meaning about 64.3% really altering it. 19.9%, just about 1/5, opposed any changes to Fareless Square. Another almost 9% supported keeping Fareless Square in some form, not necessarily specified, but keeping it in some form, though modified. And then another 7% had additional comments that were arranged across a whole array of different views. As I say, this is an issue that's been very important. I think Mr. Bonnelly hit on the one issue that is puts our bus operators into really an untenable spot, and that is on a crowded bus, trying to be able to keep track of individuals who got on in Fareless and indicated that they were riding only in Fareless, to be able to remember as they come to the Fareless boundary, have they actually gotten off? How to be able to do that, particularly in rush hour, really puts an impossible burden upon our bus operators and the issues around fairness and equity of those who have in fact paid. This is, again, no action today. This is just the first reading. That decision will come to you in August. With that, be happy to answer any additional questions.
Questions for the General Manager?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like the opportunity to make a comment too, because maybe I can't make the August meeting, but I have to express a concern here, and a concern of what I heard from one of the previous speakers. I don't know how you buy good behavior, so there's no price to good behavior, whether it's free or whether you make somebody pay. You don't buy good behavior. But this, this Fareless Square makes Portland very unique to any city that has any kind of transit system. And public transportation is the best social vehicle I can think of. Where is in our daily lives where the poorest among us or the richest among us can rub shoulders to shoulders than on a public transportation system, and especially in the downtown area. It's a great thing that we got. We shouldn't be looking at negatives. We should be looking at the positives of what Fareless Square does and what a free transportation system would do for us. It's going to do much more good than it will do harm, I guarantee you. It's an opportunity for people to speak to one another. You know, when we went through it, Bob, that remind me of the bus out there in your area that we contemplated cutting the service member where the woman got pregnant, and not on the bus. Not on the bus, but remember, and then she brought her 6-year-old son, and these people that had rode that bus, they were all there, about 40 of them, speaking, don't cut our services, we picnicked together, I mean, it was a beautiful thing to hear. And I think that we got to think of the positive of what the public transportation system does, and I think Fareless Square adds so much to it, and I would not like to see any change made to our Fareless system. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me the opportunity to say that.
Okay, any? All right, okay, we'll then pick up the second reading and our action at the August meeting. All right, if we proceed with...
Oh, pardon, okay, sorry.
Pardon?
I just want to be sure that first reading.
Right. So